On track today, we will see 000 Omar Gerd, number 021 Fogzilla, 025 Bosch, 042 Lieutenant Dan, 05 Fish, 06 Rufio, number 1 Don Gingiovanni, number 100 Alien Owl, number 15 Peter Parker, number 1997 Cloud Strike, number 2 Shrooms, number 37 Scrimley, number 43 Scott T Dog, number 57 Wolf, number 672 Gazuka, number 747 Scooby Zoom, and number 9 Velociraptor.
Wonderful, and that is Manchester Roller Derby's New World Order. And now, for your viewing pleasure, we have got now, do not adjust your sets, everybody, get ready for this. Gents in pink will be playing in white, so it's a little bit like a nougat from the tuck shop.
It's a drumstick lolly.
Yeah, or a drumstick lolly, or a nougat, you know, whatever your sweet of choice is. So, Gents in pink confusing us by playing in white, and we have number 1 Ferris Jeweler, 13 is Minx, 1980 Roller Polar Bear, 2612 KP, number 3 Slade, 300 Logan, excuse me, 303 Crush of Blood, 3110 Lord Jack Skatington, 42 is Vile, 44 Mr. Stabby, 51 Richie Rampaze, 69 Wild Card, number 7 Dirty Parry, 87 David Hasselhoof, 93 is Fun Size, 95 is McLeod, and 97 is First Aid, and that is your Gents in pink who are wearing white.
If some of those names do sound familiar, the Gents in Pink are a UK-based exhibition team who agreed to take part in this event to create this exhibition game, which we are fielding in to allow the tournament games to have, the tournament teams to have a gap rest. So we've got 2 exhibition games taking place over this weekend. This is the first one. Tomorrow's we'll see the juniors teams fighting off against each other.
Is it juniors in pink and juniors in burgundy?
I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, so you may see some familiar names, familiar faces for those Gents in pink and white.
Also, we now see our lovely announcers on the track. It's not Eastbourne Sausage, get back in your box.
Sausage and a snooze.
Right, so up to jam for the Gents in pink is David Hasselhoof.
He's going to be facing off against Lieutenant Dan.
And a silence descends across the room.
They're doing the monkey's walk, where they're just putting their legs in front of each other to try and gain space on the slick, not just quick, jammer line.
Nice. 8 seconds to go for Derby. Everyone is ready to watch this.
There is a bit of a hush come down in the hall.
Yeah. Oh. Nice strategic start there for NWO as we see, what was his name again? Lieutenant Dan. I got totally confused for a second. Lieutenant Dan straight through as David Hasselhoof straight through to the penalty box. That's not what the Gents in pink are going to want, because if the Gents in pink need to get to Salem, they're going to have to play better than this. That is obviously a joke. Gents in pink are not eligible to go to Salem. They're just here for lols. Because don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, roller derby is fun. Big hit there from, oh my God, hitting Lieutenant Dan's wife into the middle so Lieutenant Dan himself can come through and grab some more points for NWO.
Omar Gerd coming in for the offensive play. He's up against Minx. Minx manages to get a hips in and gives Dammer a little slide, but not able to stop before they go out of play. And Lieutenant Dan is through for another high five.
Lieutenant Dan wrapping himself around the outside, coming up against a formidable 3-wall of the Gents in pink. But they are no match for him. This time, burgundy beats white. That doesn't make any real sense.
Unless you're watching, of course. And thank you for watching. There's an apex jump and a forward roll.
A gambol, if you will. Omar sat in the penalty box thinking about what he's done.
His Vile goes up against Lieutenant Dan, not able to stop him. So she goes in to try and help David Hasselhoof sneak through. Minx is up at the front, Minx being the pivot for this game. And Shrooms does not engage with David Hasselhoof, so he is broken free on an initial pass. But Dan racing through that inside line. Look at this massive jam that New World Order have started off with. 33 points. Not quite the biggest jam of the tournament.
No, Sully did better. Sorry, that was really rude then. We've seen better, NWO. Please improve your game. Oh, look at that hair game. That is strong.
That is Scrimley from New World Order, who is acting as the mirror bench for
Loving
their game
it
today.
so now we have got, it is Lord Jack Skatington on the jam line, on the slick jam line for the Gents in pink, and we have Fish for NWO. But it is Lord Jack Skellington is through for lead for the Gents in pink.
He is not lead.
Oh, my apologies. I got so excited.
Lead has gone to Fish, but Fish looks like he's... Oh, no, he has picked up on this and calls it before Lord Jack Skatington can pick up any points. A good break. The audience, definitely a good roar coming from them as soon as that break happened.
That's what confused me. I blame the crowd, because they will never know that I did it. Right, so KP up for the Gents in pink, up against Rufio from New World Order. We can see some much-known skaters out there. We've got Richie Rampage in attendance. We've got, who's that? Their wildcard taking a tumble from the very get-go. I think we're going to have a penalty assessed there. We are, that's Peter Parker.
Oh, now we've got lead going to the Gents in pink and white.
Fantastic.
Rufio leaping through afterwards, chasing down KP. KP not able to get that shoulder in, and now Rufio turns around to slow KP down. It's a fight on turn 3.
Yeah, everybody fight, and then we can just let the jammers do all the work. KP coming up against Omar Shrooms and at the front of the pack, desperately trying to get some points as Rufio doesn't care who is knocking left, right and centre. He's bashing his way through. All right, Bram, something you want to say? You can't, you don't have a microphone.
Rufio now back around for an additional scoring pass. Faces up against Wildcard, but slides to the outside and gets around that pack.
It's confusing because of some of NWO are playing in white with NWO tops on. So, my eyes.
Manchester Roller Derby.
My apologies.
That's okay.
It's just so many teams, which is fantastic. I've been learning all about Manchester Roller Derby since I've been here today.
And we do have a very strong setting, and we do see, as you said, Cherry, members of their other skating teams. Oh, Bosch not able to settle down and hold in KP, so that is a break now with points for the Gents in pink. That's their first points on the board from KP.
However, points have been picked up by Rufio as 18 takes on 4, but it doesn't matter. No one is getting a prize. This is just for fun and bragging rights in the pub later.
Both jammers breaking free.
But we've only got 9 seconds left of this jam. Is anyone able to pick up a point in the dying seconds? I think that might be one there for KP.
I think it might be one for New World Order as well.
Oh.
0.
Velociraptor says no.
0 for KP. Just a quick clarification with the OPRs. And that is 3 more points for New World Order.
Still not a Sully jam though, is it?
Still not a Sully jam. Still not quite a Sully jam.
Both teams doing exactly the same lineup at the jam line. But which team will be? Fantastic, this is what we love to see. We have got Ferris Jeweler recycling.
Fogzilla.
Thank you, all the way to the round back of the track, showing them off to the audience so everyone could have a look.
Alien now with a knock to the outside line, comes straight back in for that offensive play to get Fogzilla through.
Easy work there for Fogzilla out for New World Order. But Ferris Jeweler is literally taking on every man by himself. Some wonderful work there.
Great offensive play coming in by Minx, who takes a big hit. That's from Gazuka, taken down to the ground.
And just as that jam nearly reached the 1 minute mark, it's called off.
I must say hats off to the Gents in pink and white. As an exhibition team, they won't have had time playing together, so they'll have had to settle in these first initial jams. And of course, they're coming up against the MRDA 5th ranked best team in the world.
And because they are 5th ranked best team in the world, that means they're going straight to Salem.
They are indeed.
And 2 of the teams from today's tournament shall be joining them, but I think it's safe to say not the Gents in pink.
They are ineligible, I'm afraid.
Oh, come on, let's get them to Salem as well.
Mr. Stabby the pivot now trying to slow down Lieutenant down. Mr. Stabby's wonderful muscle vest, if you can catch it.
Yeah,
on
I
the
did wonder
screen.
what that was, scarily.
Lead, however, going to Lieutenant Dam of New World Order. Took him a little bit longer than his usual 3 or 4 seconds, though, to get through. So some good delay tactics there by the gents in pink and white.
Is that their new name now? Gents in pink and white. Lieutenant Dan making easy work of that last corner, coming back around. Omar and Mr. Stabby having a bit of a cuddle at the front. Pivot, oh pivot.
Oh, we have a break.
And we're just coming up to the 1 minute mark in this jam, whose lead is given to NWO, and NWO called it off.
Yeah, a good close down by Lieutenant Dam on David Hasselhoff. The break had already happened. Dam picks up his points and then shuts that jam down. Oh no, Scrimley's put his hair away, Cherry.
It's hot. Even I've gone for a top knot today. You just can't get your locks in the wind. It's too warm. It's too warm. If you want to recreate the moment at home, kids, literally put a vest on and a top knot because it's too hot. And let's watch a replay.
Oh, big hit down by Gazuka.
But Minx is straight up, no messing. What a woman.
Lord Jack Skellington now up against Fish.
So we now see the score. Well, let's just watch Fish do a bit. There you go, lead. Just to take it for granted. As we see 56 for New World Order taking on 8 for the Gents in pink. 21 minutes left in this period and 1 minute 44 in this jam. Who needs a layover when I'm here? I am literally the Time Lord.
Say who?
Me.
Who?
Me.
Lord Jack Skellington breaking through as Fish comes around on a second scoring pass. Gets a little spin through. That won't be a full set of points.
Oh, get out then.
It's no silly.
Oh, he only scored 2 then. I think he should leave.
83 points played, 8. You can just see around the head of Scrimley there. Lining up on the slick, not just quick jammer line, is KP for the Gents in pink and white and Rufio for New World Order.
We've also got, let's have a look at some of the blockers we've got that there. We've got Logan, we have got First Aid, I believe Minx is back in action, and we have got Slade, but lead has gone to Rufio of New World Order / Team England fame.
Yes, also on the New World Order roster, we've got Shrooms pulling KP out at the back, runs straight into Bosch. And up at the front, we see Peter Parker and Omar Gurd just making sure that the pivot is inaccessible by KP.
Lovely inside skippity doodah there from Rufio.
Yeah, but KP followed straight through the exact same line.
I know, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Rufio's going, look, don't follow me. I'm now going to hit you off. So KP recycled to the back of the pack. NWO setting up that formidable tripod. Logan's getting in there like an annoying wasp and doing some stuff. I've gone very brummy for no real reason.
Are all wasps not pretty much annoying?
I thought you were going to say all from Birmingham. I don't know. I'm sure there's some that are just misunderstood. Holly, geez, open your mind.
Not when it comes to wasps. I'm quite happy without them.
Are they the same as pineapples?
Pretty much. So we've got a switch up. So 3 still on the track for New World Order. We've had a star pass to Minx, who now breaks around the edge of Shrooms.
Nice, and the crowd are very happy about that. Even though it's kind of a home crowd for NWO, people are still rooting for the underdog. That's what we do in England. That's what we do in sports.
It is indeed. Minx also part of the Manchester Roller Derby family, playing for the Checkerboards, who are lined up by Shrooms.
Oh, it's all very family, isn't it? Your aunt is your sister, is your uncle, is your dad.
It's not that close.
So we have got New World Order have slapped the century mark with 101. We've got the Gents in pink yet to crack a double with 8. We've got 19 minutes left on the period clock. And that was jam number 7. Any other stats you'd like, promise? I can't read it. Don't know.
Gents in pink have not gotten lead in the last 4 jams.
Oh, come on, Gents in pink. Get your nougat out.
Oh, big hit straight off of the start whistle by Alien Al. Takes out everybody but gets a penalty himself. So not working necessarily in his favour.
Oh, Al.
Oh, nice dip down and some good work there. We've got a break by number 1. That's Ferris Dula.
Lovely work there from Mr. Stabby, trying to take down Fogzilla, but it was in vain. But I mean, I'm just enjoying his outfit, so look at that for a bit.
Lovely dancing Ferris Jeweler on that inside line. Velociraptor shaking his head. How did he miss that? Oh no, a good slowdown now. Fogzilla goes through that inside line.
Oh, there's ever such a lot of like argy-bargy going on. It's the best way to describe it, really. Fantastic work from both packs. NWO really trying to show some dominance. Alien Al having a stab at Mr. Stabby, and now they're having a cuddle.
Fielded in that jam, number 57 Wolf. It's his first game for New World Order. So he's doing a sterling job there, just being very solid in their defensive trio.
And let's have a look at this replay. Oosh, Mr. Stabby says no.
Now, we are currently based up on the balcony from the camera view that you can see, but I can still hear the lineup manager for New World Order, Mai, instructing exactly who is going on in the next jam.
Teacher voice, isn't it? Can hear her for miles.
In this jam, it's Lieutenant Dan who picks up a no pass, no penalty, so no lead awarded at the moment.
Just keep saying no at him.
No,
Dan, no. Not today. And we have got a track cut being given to David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
So he'll be sitting down in the penalty box along with Dirty Parry, Dirty Man in the box. So it means NWO and Lieutenant Dan might get a yes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So they have a 2-minute jam and a power jam in favour of Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan looking like he didn't really need that advantage there as he does a little hippie dance around. Not a hippie dance, a dance with hips.
New World Order doing a very good job of splitting up the Gents in pink and white. So they are split now, one at the back, two at the front. They do really need to get themselves back together. They are stronger in groups than they are solo.
Aren't we all?
Well,
look at Mark Owen. Better in take that, wasn't he? I mean, he had a cracking couple of singles, but he was no take that. Thought I was going to make a Brexit joke, didn't you? But no, won't we take that? Because this is a family fun exhibition game. Omar Jihad putting in the effort there at the front of the pack, denying any goodness there for David Hasselhoff. Look, once I got his name wrong, and now I can't ever say it properly. I get it, I know, don't need to write it down. I just like saying it like that, okay? I got it wrong once, and now I stick with it. It's all right, we'll shake hands at an after party, it's fine.
Pack now settled up on turn number 4.
Yeah, this is a bit more like proper roller derby. We've got walls, this is good.
And the recycle takes us back round to turn number 3. Dan comes in, not able to collect a full set of points, but does pick up another 3.
Oh, 32.
Not a Sully.
Not a Sully. I'd just like to point out, I am in no way affiliated with Sully or really, mind him either way. But he is the man to beat. Look at the replay.
Oh, good slide down, but very quick reaction there by Dam to get himself back on track. The reason we keep mentioning Sully, if you are just tuning in the first game, Sully of Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder currently holds the tournament record at the moment for highest scoring jam, which is 34 points.
Some have come close, some have come within a whisker, but none have done it.
Lord Jack Skatington breaking free, forcing a single pass by Fish, but Fish with that lovely little leap pulls the jam. And we are going to see New World Order on 145 points, Gents in pink and white on 17, and we've just got 14.5 minutes left in this period.
And we've got everybody onto the track. We've got KP and Rufio up on the slick jammer line. And we've got a lovely selection of New World Order and probably a lot of Manchester Roller Derby making up the numbers as well. But I can see there we've got number 13, which is Minx. We've got Vile, we've got KP, we've got Mr. Stabby. We've got a whole bunch of wonderful Roller Derby people for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah, sit back and enjoy the game. This is an exhibition, no strings attached game.
Everyone playing is clearly an exhibitionist. And it looks like we had a star pass violation. Mr. Stabby throwing the star back to KP. You didn't want it in the first place. You've already got a hat on, you don't need to.
Cloud Strike going in for the sweep. Shrooms follows through as well. And now there's space for Rufio. He's just up against Minx and Violet at the front. So Manchester off. And Rufio comes out the favour.
Nice. Oh, we've got a ref on track. Hello.
just south of your picture, Mark of Kames just getting himself back into place. New World Order holding a goat at the back. Now trying to hold the jammer as well.
Rufio just skipping over the inside there like a small dove skipping over the clouds. But we have had a track cut given to KP, once more having a sit down in the penalty box, which means Rufio has got 44 seconds. Well, I mean, he won't, but he's got 44 seconds left of this game all to himself. I don't know what dance Holly and Brom are doing right now. I'm trying to do serious roller derby punditry. And you two are dancing.
So Bosch doing a good job of ensuring Mr. Stabby cannot take part in the rest of this jam. Jam comes to an end. And 170 plays 17. 175 plays 17.
And we've had a timeout called to NWO. Thank you, Brom. You are a beautiful assistant / person. Look at look at it. It was lovely, wasn't it? Check out the replay on your screens.
So whilst we're taking a break in play, let me give a shout out to Derby Duck, who are bringing you all the action here from the Men's European Qualifiers 2018. They are here providing the stream all weekend. We apologise for the lack of overlays. They should be in place tomorrow. Derby Duck do a wonderful job of making sure that the audio and the visuals come to you.
At the end of the day, you'd rather hear us talking than look at an overlay, surely. Derby Duck say they do. Thank you.
Ooh, so 11 jams in. 8 out of those 11 jams, Gents and Pink have not scored.
You're never going to get to Salem this way.
Whereas New World Order have only not scored in one of those jams.
Probably will get to Salem then, won't they?
They already got to Salem. Well,
they already got Salem. Good sentence there, they already got some of Salem.
Haven't physically got there yet, so if you do want to help them get there, why don't you purchase yourself a raffle ticket? They are available online as well as in-house, drawn for the same prizes. They are some brilliant prizes. Check them out at nwomeqraffle.ficket. That's FIKKET.com. They are £2 a raffle ticket, and the prizes are pretty wonderful. If you are into your roller derby, there are some brilliant prizes there for you.
Is one of the prizes a trip to Salem with NWO?
Only if you are currently an NWO player.
What's the transfer window like?
Closed.
Oh, savage, Holly. Savage.
We are looking at a power start for New World Order's Fogzilla. And everybody's up there at the pivot line.
Yeah, the Gents in white rushing off, except for one of them. You need to tell all of them what's happening, you meanies.
Oh, Richie Rampage currently being picked on as the goated player. Oh no, it is a 4-on penalty to Fogzilla. So whilst KP has been released from the penalty box, he's going straight into a power jam. Tries to dance up that inside line, but it's Don Gingiovanni who pulls him back to the pivot line.
Don doing a double shift here today. Not only is he skating like the Don that he is, he's also been serving us a lovely brew here at Brew World Order. The little
hipster coffee.
Little hipster coffee shop that's going on. Coffee served in a wheelbarrow. You have to wear Tom's shoes. It's all very wonderful. And lead jammer has gone to KP. And the crowd are very excited, more excited than I am talking about hipster coffee shops, which is quite excitable.
You are very excited about your hipster coffee shop.
I'm just an excited person because of life.
And that's a wonderful place to be in.
It's a total lie. I'm so sad. Richie Rampage now has got the memo when he's joining in. God bless him. Now there's a pillar in my way and I can't see, but Fogzilla has got himself around everyone. I know there's a screen there, but I want to look at the real people.
The real people are still real.
I want to be up on out of the sea and with the real people.
So KP still powering through. This is the first time that the Gents in pink and white have had lead in 10 jams. So they're making full effect of having this control, not calling the jam off, even though New World Order's Fogzilla is back on track and picking up points.
Now they can't call the jam off because we have had a star pass to number 97. First aid, first jammer, first pivot, first things.
He has pivoted before.
I know, but like first time the pivot made sense. Do you remember when the pivot used to be like, what was it, like the pack controller or something?
Yes. That was me, back when I had voices on track. It's the second time Gents and Pink have utilised the tactic of a star pass. First time that it has gone to first aid, which is I think where Cherry, indeed, your conversation was taking us towards.
Thank you. So we are just coming into the final 10 minutes of this game.
New World Order definitely wanted that pivot line because they were sliding in to get it.
Oh, they're just keen. Look
Sorry,
at Al.
Jerry. Would
It's all right.
Would you like to give us a little update on these scores and
Oh,
time?
God, yes. So we have got 9 minutes 43 of play time. We have got 186 for New World Order. All right, you weirdos. And we have got 22 for the Gents in pink. We have got Dan taking on Ferris, but only one person could be lead jammer, and it is Lieutenant Dan.
I'd like to just give some clarification. Cherry was not referring to the audience members at home as the weirdos.
Oh,
It's
no,
just
no,
myself
no,
and
sorry.
Bron were having a little dance.
Holly and Bron were doing a weird dance. But I mean, I'm sure some of you at home are pretty weird as well. Aren't all the best people?
Well,
Yeah.
let's not jump to assumptions. I think everybody is special and unique.
Oh.
Oh my God, coming in for that offensive play. Whistles have been given. We're not quite sure who it's been delivered to. Whoever it is not taking themselves off track.
We've got
They
a
have
few
now.
people going now. So we've got a start a power jam for Lieutenant Dan. We've got a couple of NWO. That's Omar and I think
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker sitting down. Lovely defensive work at the front of the pack from all of the gents in white and pink. But Lieutenant Dan did slip through there like a slippery sandwich.
Yeah, he just managed to get a hip around Fun Size and move them out of the way to take that inside line. So we've got Shrooms and Bosch, the defensive duo at the back, trying to hold off Ferris Bueller, but he darts around the shoulders of Shrooms.
Lovely
That was
offense
brilliant.
there from Logan, doing a bit of a distraction offense piece, which I liked. Ferris is through now, desperately trying to grab some points, but Lieutenant Dan is like, no, not on my watch. So, New World Order have cracked the double century with 205. Gents in pink have cracked the double 2 with 22. And we've got 8 minutes left to go in this game. Let's look at a replay, Brom.
Here comes in that offensive play by Omar, just trying to break that wall up as Dam comes in.
What would Julia call that? Is it a butt first?
But first,
Look at Omar's bum bum. David Hasselhoof and the fish are up on the slick, not quick jam line. Did I get that right? Slick.
not just quick.
Oh, got ya.
I think
Oh,
that's a roll.
what? Hang on, what is that on the track?
There's a man in a bear suit.
What is that?
It
It is number 1980 Roller Polar Bear of Facebook fame.
Also one of the announcing team this weekend. He's decided to help out.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
He's trying to help out the Gents in pink and white.
Well, how is that helping?
Distraction, certainly distraction technique.
It is distracting me for sure.
Oh, yes! One knockout on Fish. Fish, massive smile on his face.
I
shakes
bet
his head.
all the referees are like, this isn't right. There's a man in a bear suit. This isn't right. We all took a minute to be totally partial, stood up and gave Roller Polar Bear a big clap for shutting down the fishman. Do it again, Bear. Do it again.
Alien Al this time comes in for the offensive play.
Fish has been sent off for a forearms. The power of Roller Polar Bear on this jam is really quite formidable. What else can you do, Bear?
Please do not say that. It will definitely go to his head.
Oh, we'll have like a whole Facebook video about it. He'll get sponsorship from someone.
So we've got a high block now issued to David Hasselhoof, so that means he will take a seat and will release Fish from the penalty box.
Roller Polar Bear now looking like he's forgotten how to play roller derby.
It has been a few years.
Roll back the gears, Roller Polar Bear. If Jan can do it, you can do it. I mean, we're kind of losing a little bit of track of what is actually happening in this jam. Fish is coming through now, scoring some points. 5 minutes and change left in this jam. And yes, there is a man on the track wearing a bear outfit. Do not adjust your set or book yourself an optician's appointment. It's legit happening.
So as we round off that jam with 5 minutes and 40 remaining in the period rather than the jam, 229 to New World Order, 22 to Gents in pink and white. Let's just give a little bit of explanation as we look at this replay as to why there is a man in a bear suit. Cherry.
Is there an explanation
There is
for
an
him?
explanation.
Okay, so I will start off, and Holly, do just chip in if I'm incorrect. So Roller Polar Bear is a massive supporter, lover and fan of Manchester Roller Derby and roller derby in general. And he said that if money was raised to help New World Order, get to Salem, that he would take part in somehow. This then escalated somewhat, as Facebook does, as we all know, and it kind of ended up with, if a certain amount of money was raised, and it was, thank you wonderful Roller Derby Nation, that he would join in this game wearing the bear outfit. So wear the bear outfit he has done. He's a man of his word. So there you go, kids, if you were wondering what on earth was happening. It's a man in a bear suit.
If you want to help also raise money for NWO, of course you can get your tickets, NWO MEQ raffle.thicket.com. In the meantime, Rufio has been jamming for the lads of New World Orders, picked up a 5-point pass and leads Jammer, goes in for another apex jump and lands it.
See, now I'm just thinking about what else you can do to raise money that Roller Polar Bear would do.
Well, if you've got your own inventive ways, please do tweet them to us. Hashtag MEQ2018. We've had a star pass over to Mr. Stabby, who's jamming for the Gents in pink and white for the first time.
And Mr. Stabby with those beautiful gold hot pants coming past now.
It's more the bright pink cheeks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting ensemble, I won't lie. Rufio coming round now, absolutely smacking McLeod out of the way. Rufio going to the penalty box, though, for his sins.
Oh my God, with a knock to the shoulder, sends Mr. Stabby back to his bench. He has to recycle all the way down.
I think he just wanted to look at Mr. Stabby in those sexy shorts once more.
Well, we will not objectify any of our players. It's a wonderful vest that he has got on. Dirty parry being thrown in as a cannonball, but Omar Guard is holding Mr. Stabby solid. Richie Rampage goes in, but the time has run out.
So we see New World Order 244 points, playing the Gents in pinks 25. 3 minutes left to go of this period, and that was jam number 15.
Another word of note, as we said, we do have a lot of the Roller Derby family from Manchester Roller Derby playing here today. A number of the Gents in pink in white are actually from the Chaos engine, which is the B team that feeds into New World Order, which is always quite daunting coming up against your A team counterparts. So I think they're doing a fantastic job, and of course putting this exhibition game on and helping to raise money for New World Order. And Lee Jammer going to KP of the Gents in pink in white.
Yeah, fantastic work from them, and fantastic, as Holly said, to see so many people participating in this game. We also have some fantastic officials on the track. I'm sure you recognise some of them. We have the NSOs led up by Crystal Weiss, and we have the on-skate officials lined up by Sven. Will I be famous? Sometime announcers, sometimes refs. Today he's reffing, so we're not talking to him.
Well, we're talking about him.
Hi, Sven. We've also got some fantastic officials on the track for you. I want to give a shout out to Victoria because it is her first proper tournament. So congratulations to her for making it onto the roster today. And you can see some of your well-known officials as well, such as Eddie Wizard, Shrug Bunny, Mark of Kane, T-Root and Judge Red.
Points going to New World Order. Gents in pink picking up points as well. And that was but then breaking a drought of leadless jams.
Oh, it's nice when you break a drought, isn't it, Brom?
They've had 5 leads so far in this half. There's a replay of Rufio going around, taking a massive hit down to the ground.
Slow that down.
We are into the dying seconds. There's less than 90 seconds left remaining in the game. In this period. There is still a second half to go.
I know. The madness continues, Holly. The madness will continue, but we might need to get a Jaffa cake at half time. Lieutenant Dan straight through, no messing, grabs lead for NWO. As we see Ferris Bueller still struggling at the front of the pack, thanks to the, let's just say it, thanks to the bum of Omar.
It was actually a really strong shoulder hit that took him off.
I don't know the difference.
Ferris Bueller almost stayed on track, but just overbalanced slightly. He's doing a wonderful job. Look at that break. Gets himself around, takes himself to turn number 2 before he's knocked down to the ground. But Lieutenant Dam sneaking up that inside line untouched.
Oh, hello. Bit of a slide in there from number 47.
Ferris Bueller going in to try and take out Lieutenant Dam, then tries to follow him through on that pathway, but it's closed down by New World Order. We're taken down to just 3 blockers, with Bosch picking up a 4-arm penalty.
Oh, no pass and penalty given there to Ferris as Omar went off as well, and Omar's going all the way off to the penalty box.
Yeah, that's down to just 2 blockers on track currently. There is still a whole minute left remaining in this jam. Ferris Jeweler goes around that inside line, catches up to Lieutenant Dan, who's now going to play a little game of who's got the strongest shoulders.
And Ferris actually came out the winner in that one.
Dan chasing him down as they come back into the pack. Gents in pink and white have got 4 blockers. Dan goes straight into wildcard. Ferris Jeweler picking up. Oh my goodness, that is a forearm penalty on Lieutenant Dan.
So Ferris has got 30 seconds left in this jam, and actually Dan has just sat down, so he's got the full 30 seconds left of this jam.
If he wants to use it.
Well,
he has to use it.
He has to use it, Holly.
Sorry, I do apologise.
Do not break my stream of thoughts when I for once know what I'm saying. Holly, you had the moment and it's gone. All right, let's just go back to marshmallows. Right, oh, massive hit there from Omar onto Ferris, but Ferris gets back up again, desperate to grab some more points for the Gents in pink in white.
And that jam comes to its finality. A few more points picked up for the Gents in pink in white. They get 12 points in that jam. 19 points, however, for Lieutenant Dan.
So Lieutenant Dan is frozen in the penalty box. Let's just have a quick look at the replay. Boosh.
It's a different angle from the jam previous.
Just wanted to make some sound effects there. So Lieutenant Dan will start this second half in the penalty box, which means Gents in pink and white do get a little bit of a advantage to start the play. Just giving you one last score check. So New World Order with 270, Gents in pink with 44. We've got 14 minutes of this intermission, and myself, Holly and Brom will be back with you shortly. And we are back with you here in fantastic Halifax. Forgot where I was once more. I was going to say Newcastle, but that was the other day. We are here in Halifax, joining us at the men's roller derby European qualifier, seeing who will be going off to Salem to fight out for a gold medal in the World Championships. However, I don't know what word that was then, sorry, I just slipped it up. But this is an exhibition game here for you today. We've got New World Order, part of our host league, our host conglomerate of Manchester Roller Derby. Fantastic to see them all. Taking on the Gents in pink, who are, if you missed the first half, playing in white. Just because, why would anything in roller derby make sense? I am joined as my co-announcer and tournament head announcer here. Holly, hello.
Hello. You don't have to give my title.
No, I feel I should. You've earned it, girl. And we have been produced by the wonderful Brom of Eastbourne fame. Did he ever tell you that he invented sevens or something? Essex, Eastbourne, it's all the same. Oh my God, that's like Star Wars and Star Trek. Or something, I don't know. Roller derby, let's go back to that.
Give it a shout out. Currently walking on your screen, Mike Gattis, one of our photographers. Thank you to all the photographers who are here over the weekend, ensuring that everything is retained in full glory in still pictures. And thank you for tuning in on the stream. Stream brought to you by Derby Duck Productions, who are here the whole weekend. We will keep you updated on the scores and times, as we unfortunately do not have the overlays. They were gremlinized and are unable to show today. Hopefully have them back tomorrow.
All right then, so we are going to get cracking in about 7 seconds time. As you can see, Lieutenant Dan in the penalty box for NWO, David Hasselhoff on the line for the Gents in pink. We see 270 taking on 42, and we're off.
It's like a horse race.
I know, yeah, sorry, I was a bit totally excited as usual.
Lieutenant Dan released from the box just as that whistle goes, and he picks up Lee Jammer. David Hassel, who tried to stumble his way around, but Bosch taken off, so he's allowed to re-enter back onto the track.
And out of nowhere, Bosch comes back in to help rebuild that tripod of Omar, Cloudstrike and Bosch.
Bosch definitely lives up to his roller derby name. You think you're safe and suddenly Bosch.
Does Cloudstrike live up to his name?
Oh, definitely.
I don't even know what Cloudstrike is.
I think you have to be aware of a very certain video game to understand that one.
Oh, I thought it was going to be about clouds.
Oh yeah, he's the god of thunder, yeah, of course.
All right, that was a weird segue that we're going to leave now.
Cloudstrike now drawing back David Hasselhoff.
Does he live up to his name? Does he hassle many a hoof? We'll never know. Lieutenant Dan coming up against a lovely wall of men in pink, in white at the front. Gents in pink, sorry. Oh, give me a black mark against my name for getting their team name wrong. Lieutenant Dan coming round as we see 285 taken on 42, 28 minutes left in this period.
Lieutenant Dan currently on a 100% lead jammer ratio for New World Order. Next in the line, actually, in the lead jam stats is number 05, which is Fish, who has a 75% lead jam ratio, but he was taken off track by Roller Polar Bear earlier, so I think that just goes out the window. Okay, so a little bit of confusion there. I'm just going to cut out a Bear's moment of glory then. So number 7, Dirty Parry, is sitting in the penalty box. I believe he is sat in the penalty box as the jammer. Ooh. And has been given, Brom, correct me if I'm wrong, two penalties? Is that what you were signaling to me? No. I don't. Why did you have 2 fingers then? No, he's standing up. Oh, it's all good. Time. It's fine. So, Dirty Parry will be coming out of the penalty box shortly as your jammer. 27 minutes left to go in this period. A bit of confusion on track as to, because he is still wearing a pivot cover, but that is being sorted out by their bench coach, who today is Hugo Boss of the Slick Not Just Quick fame. There's a lot of faffing about going on. Logan, what are you doing? Just joining in? Oh, that was, Logan. Oh, your last minute Larry. Well, he is a referee. I think he does understand the predicament he may have been in. They don't. Once you're in your team numbers, you forget about officiating. We know the rules. I'm only joking. Never. I've never once ever gotten a penalty ever. Dirty Parry just pulling his way through that pack to break free, but lead has already gone to Fish, who is now on a scoring pass. Calls the jam before Parry can break in. Parry, of course, having played for New World Order previously, now facing off against his former teammates. Oh, who did he play for now? He plays for Chaos Engine. For who? Chaos Engine. So he's joined Chaos to help boost up their ranks. Nice. Along the likes of Richie Rampage, Selena Vile, and Wildcard, who you can see on track today. Lovely. Lovely turnout from Manchester Roller Derby. Lovely to see you all. I mean, it's not like you had to come far, but it is fantastic to see you all. Mr. Stabby praying down to the gods of the track. Fun size pulling back, and I think that is a successful penalty on Rufio by Fun Size. Very nice. Lord Jack Skellington taking a bash off the hips of Shrooms there at the front of the pack, but picks up a track cut in the proceedings. So Rufio doesn't really have time to get comfortable in the penalty box. Stop flapping, Brom. And Rufio is out of the box. But that means lead jammer status has gone in the sea. So we will have 1 minute 23 of this jam, all in one big go. Sherry, I think we are about as far from the sea as we possibly could be. It's north. It feels a bit cold and sea-like. I don't know. I'm so geographically challenged, it's untrue. But do you want me to draw you that picture again? No, because it scared me. Number 3, that is Slade at the front of the pack, giving Rufio a bit of trouble at the front, doing a bit of a dance. We've also got everybody's favourite, a skater doing their lace up on the track. McLeod, get your laces on, babe, put your Velcro down. I don't know why I'm now doing a mom voice. Because you're telling him to get dressed. Get dressed, babe, come on, it's all over. But what is not over is the 1, 2, 3 triple century called there for New World Order. Lord Jack Skellington taking a bit of a tumble, which is why Holly made that really lovely concerned noise. But Lord Jack Skellington is back up. Star is now in hand. I think we're going to see a star pass in a second. But Rufio is back round now, trying to cause more trouble for the NWO. Holly, talk. Stop drawing pictures. Star stashed, but Lord Jack Skatington now chasing Rufio through the pack. The time is counting down. We've got barely a few seconds left on the clock. That pack starts to split apart. New World Order able to break the Gents in pink and white up, and Rufio picks up a full set of points, 4 points at the very end of that jam. Still not a Sully, so we've got 23-point jam bringing up to 322. Oh, we haven't mentioned Sully in a bit. He was probably feeling a bit left out. Oh, Lord Jack Skellington really taking and then just slides his way around, but picks up a cutting penalty. Oh, it was nice though. It was nice to see, nice to view.
Look at wildcard there. Men in pink leggings, really looks the part today. Apparently, I mean, this is just word on the street, so it might not be correct. The gents in pink couldn't wear pink today because they didn't all have a pink T-shirt. Who in roller derby doesn't have a pink T-shirt?
It may well be due to the fact that pink and burgundy are very close colours.
They could have worn green.
They could have worn green, but they are the hosting league, and I do believe they
higher
get the choice. They get
higher seed, are they?
Slightly higher seed, yeah, slightly higher.
You
seed
know what they say, pink and green should never be seen
on the track because it's too mean. So we've got Fogzilla, currently lead jammer for NWO. He's also on a power jam as KP is sat in the penalty box.
Yeah, 23 minutes left to go in this period. 327 taken on 45.
Pack drops back as Alien Owl races back to bolster the 3-wall, who are just waiting at the back. Fogzilla pretty much doing his own thing. Owl fakes out a bit of offensive play.
Oh, Owl's coming back. He's not faking it now. You've got to mention Owl 6 times in a jam, otherwise he'll get angry.
And a lovely little run through the inside line by KP. He's now returned the star to his helmet.
Oh,
Fogzilla knocked to the outside. Were there any points picked up by KP? Not
No.
quite in time.
That was some wonderful work there from New World Order. It's like they suddenly went, oh my God, we're going to have to like
Do a thing.
to batten down the hatches a little bit there. Little look at Tomahawk there, getting ready. Well, not really getting ready, he's just stood chilling, isn't it? Because next up on the track, we have got, we have got Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder up against Newcastle Newcastle Nottingham.
You really want to be in Newcastle this
I
weekend?
just don't know what I'm doing anymore in my whole entire life. But what I do know is that Lieutenant Dan is through once more for lead. Is he still on his 100%
He is
lead? Oh,
retained
Bron was
his-
excited about that. He's doing a big yes face. Like that time he got asked out by a pretty lady. And Lieutenant Dan is through the pack, no messing. Gents in pink looking like they're trying to do a really obvious stop. Everyone pointing at the pivot. And Lieutenant Dan is back round up the inside, no messing.
Yep. Ferris Jeweler has removed the cover. Parry, however, Dirty Parry is the pivot, was quite close to him at the point
Yeah.
of, and they were at the back of the pack. It would not necessarily have been the best star pass anyway. Lieutenant Dan just does an apex jump for the sake of it. Why not?
If we were playing bingo, they've all got to get their things in, haven't they? But we have got a power jam now for Lieutenant Dan, the apex jumper of no reasoning, as Ferris Bueller is sat down in the penalty box. 21 minutes left to go in this game, 59 seconds left to go in this jam, 361 points to the New World Order and 45 points to the Gents in pink and white.
We've got up at the front. Mink's trying to chase down Lieutenant Dan, not able to do so. He's starting to clock up some points. He's still got 40 seconds left remaining in this jam, and he's currently on 25 points.
Oh, do you think he can do a solo?
He could possibly.
I don't know.
He's certainly threatening. Goes around the outside, just manages to sneak around a Dirty Parry and the 3-wall.
Well, it's looking good. He's got 24 seconds and 30 points on the board, so it could well happen. He could be the new man to be in this tournament of point scoring. 17 seconds left to go. Still 30 points on the scoreboard for Lieutenant Dan in this jam. Lieutenant Dan is through 4 points. I believe now we are
equal.
even Stevens, Sully McSully's.
Oh, not enough time to catch the last player at the back. Mr. Stabby just too far away for Lieutenant Dan's reach.
Does that mean that now we have to call it a Lieutenant Sully?
No, we don't.
Sully
This is currently the highest jam in this game. It now matches the highest jam of the tournament as the apex jump because we want one.
Because we want one.
Why not? However, because this is exhibition play, I think we will still refer to the highest scoring jam as Sully's.
But don't forget, Holly, Roller Polar Bear still might come on and change everything.
I am guaranteeing you that he will not be scoring a 34-point jam.
Holly, this is Roller Derby. You know anything could happen.
We've got lead jammer going to the Gents in pink and whites, David Hasselhoff, who's being chased down now by Fish.
David Hasselhoff coming up against the might that is the pivot from nowhere, Alien now. But David Hasselhoff picking up 2 points, absolutely being beloved by the crowd. Hands in the air like they just don't care. Everyone's doing a dance behind the scoreboard. I wonder what's going on behind there, because different people keep creeping out behind that scoreboard. First of all, it was Tomahawk. Now it's the man in the tie.
We are actually keeping our medics in that small tent back there. So yeah, our medics have got their own private area, which is what you see behind the scoreboard.
And we're having a timeout called by NWO.
Gents in pink.
Oh.
In white.
Well, maybe if Brom had pointed at the right team, I would have been able to have said it, but there we go. I can only work with what I'm given.
And whilst we are holding here, you can see the wonderful official T-shirts that have been provided by Roller Derby City. Thank you to them for providing the gorgeous officials and volunteers T-shirts. We have the black T-shirts, which have been given not only to the non-skating officials, but this time around the skating officials have also received an officials T-shirt, which is quite unusual. They don't normally, because they provide their own stripes.
Have you not been in my house? It's full of T-shirts, Roller Derby T-shirts.
We also have the burgundy volunteers T-shirts. And not on screen today, but via social media and hopefully on screen tomorrow, you will see the wonderful
lilac.
It's kind of a heather purple. It's a lovely
heather shimmer from the 90s.
It is a heather shimmer purple for the announcing team. It's a lovely, lush colour.
And they've all got beautiful Manchester bees on them, which are one of the best designs I've seen. No offence to any of the other tournaments I have frequented, but love me some Manchester bees.
So Gents in pink have not got lead this half.
Just hit them with the hard facts there, Holly.
But they are fielding KP, who has been one of their most successful players as a jammer.
Sugarcoat it, God bless you.
You didn't let me finish my stats. And here we go with that lead, going to the Gents in pink and white.
How did you know, Holly? How did you know?
Almost as if I've watched games before. Rufio about half a lap behind that team now. Currently the pack is between turns 1 and 2. KP just calling that jam. I mean, the Gents in pink and white, I think, are trying to play quite clever still. Which is great for an exhibition team who are currently quite a few points behind. They're still playing with the same brain and the same strategy as you'd expect a tournament game team to be playing.
Yeah, it's been brilliant, and we saw in that jam Gents in pink picking up 2 points. New World Order still with 375. 18 minutes left to go on the period, and we have Fogzilla versus Lord Jack Skatington.
Fogzilla just dancing around the front. It's like he's made out of boiled spaghetti. He just bends around everything in sight.
Made out of mom's spaghetti.
Boiled
It's
spaghetti.
like that Eminem song.
Skating laps now, but breaking free on the inside is Lord Jack Skatington.
Do they remind you of any pasta dishes?
Oh, probably a bit more like a tagliatelle, I guess. I don't know.
Other carbohydrate dishes are available of your choice. If you're at home, make yourself some dins, but do not leave us. Just listen to us proudly. Gents in pink 49, New World Order 382, 17 minutes to go left in this period.
We're going to see Ferris Dula up against Lieutenant Dan.
Dan still with his 100% record intact, and even Stevens with Sully on the 34 points per jam. Will this be the jam that changes it all? Come on, Mom Spaghetti. Lieutenant Dan gets lead. That's half the way. But will he pick up those formidable 35 points?
It's coming round on an initial scoring pass. Gents in pink are on that apex, but they are very good at fielding him down, slowing him down. He darts around the outside, so no apex leap this time, but he still gets past for a 5-point pass. Ferris Dula has broken free, manages to skip around an incoming Bosch.
But so does Lieutenant Dan, who is through like a slippery lizard and calls it off. 5-0. 9-0, sorry. Oh, I never wait. I'm too eager.
Many-0. 16 minutes and 16 seconds as we tick down. 391 to 49 points. And we're going to see David Hasselhoff against Fish. Now, David Hasselhoff is currently on 3 jammer penalties. And he shares that wonderful accolade with Dirty Parry from the Gents in pink and white.
Lovely defence here from NWO. I expect no less as Fish comes round to the outside. Logan tries to have a little dance with him, a bit of butt first, but it is all in vain as Fish slips his way through. Gents in pink still have not released their jammer yet, as we've got Vile sitting down in the penalty box.
Some good recycling there by New World Order. Gazuka taking himself down to the ground.
Get up.
He said, I'm just going to have a little bit of a break dance. Why not?
That's not really the time and place, mate.
Well, if you've got the music in your head, you just got to dance. Just got to dance.
Oh God, Brom and Holly are dancing again like nerds.
Can't help what I am. Star pass to Minx, who now races around. Now Minx has taken a star pass previously, but was unable to pick up points, and again locked down by New World Order.
Look at NWO coming out the gate like a bat out of hell, trying to get that jam line. I don't know if they even want it. I think it's mind trickery.
Well, Mr. Stabby's in there to try and trick back against them.
I like it. Pivot, oh pivot, hip on hip. Omar, Stabby, only one can win. I get excited, so I start singing for no reason, and everyone's like, shut up.
You have a go at our dancing.
Mr. Stabby there with the leg up move maneuver. Now it's just Mr. Stabby and Omar. What are you two doing?
Did you see what happened there? The Rufio literally leapt over his own players to break free.
I am a little bit mesmerised still by Stabby and Omar though, so I need to like look at the parameters of roller derby.
Oh my God, with that push out KP on the inside. Oh, takes a big shoulder by Cloud Strike, who then recycles back.
Rufio coming back round, no bother up the inside there. Is there anyone that can stop Rufio in his tracks? KP desperately trying to get rid of the jammer cover, literally just waving it around to see if anyone will take it.
I do not want this anymore. Somebody else be having of it.
Oh, massive hit there from number 2. That is Shrooms. Hitting old KP. I mean, it's not old, so I don't know why I said that. Hitting KP to the outside. Mr. Stabby trying to put himself in a great position as the pivot. But I feel that Omar just knows what's going on and is disallowing any jammer and pivot play.
It's like he read a rule book once and went, this is what happens.
We've all read it once.
Well.
And looking at the time there, so we've got 13, unlucky for some 13 minutes left of this period. We see the Gents in pink still with 49. I think we're just going to have the medics come over and have a look at KP, I think that is.
Yeah, just took a heavy hit at the very end of that jam. So whilst we're taking a short interlude, the points currently stand at 437 to 49. So Gents in pink have actually skipped up from their 10 to 1, which they were at during the majority of the first half. And if they can keep that slightly ahead, I'm sure they'll be definitely proud of the end result. We will give a thank out to our event medics, who are MB Events, who are, as we said, in the marquee. They are camping out this weekend here at the Northbridge Leisure Centre, whom we also have to give a big thank you to for helping us assist in setting this weekend up here in sunny, cloudy Halifax in Yorkshire.
It's cloudy, but it is hotter than the sun in here.
Humid.
It is humid indeed. My hair is going to go ever so fizzy, and we now have KP on his feet, well onto his skates, going to have a sit down with our fantastic medics crew. We are still into an official timeout period. I do believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, Holly, was the jam called off because of the injury, or had Rufio called it off?
It was called off prior to injury.
Okay, cool.
He may still decide to stay off for at least 3 jams, and I reckon he will be advised to do so.
Exactly that. Just because this is an exhibition game, we are still running to the normal rules, which means 3 jams off for an injury.
Within the parameters of the law.
Parameters of the law, kids. Keep it cool. We've got Ferris Jeweler up on the slick jam line with Fogzilla at the back doing a dance like a crazy person. Alien Owl, pivot extraordinaire, offense maker, jammer path creator, straight up the outside. Owl, you can have that from me, babe. Coming through, Ferris having a lot of trouble at the front of the pack thanks to the wonderful work of Don and a couple of the others from New World Order.
A cut penalty going to Velociraptor, which allows a break for Ferris Jeweler at the front. As Logan comes up to try and take out Fogzilla, and the rest of the Gents in pink and white stumble around him. It's taken down to the ground, but calls it whilst laying.
Oh, and now we're going to have a rumble for the pivot line now, as Omar and the gang, like they're a little like sports team, have raced to the front to try and grab that pivot line, and the Gents in pink are making a plan around them, as we have got Shrooms, we have got Peter Parker and Omar at the front of the pack. Let's have a quick look at that replay again. Now everybody's moved to the middle to be like nice and kind of beige. Everyone have a little bit. Lieutenant Dan back up on the jam line, retaining his lead jam 100% Statum.
David Hasselhoff going for that inside line, but it's close down. Oh my God, being so effective at just stopping people from being where they want to be, whether it's the jammer, the pivot, or any offensive play coming through.
I bet he gets served in a bar quickly. Just mingles his way straight in.
He reads the game very well.
He does indeed.
Lieutenant Dam going around the outside, but this is a penalty for Lieutenant Dam. A cut penalty, which means that this now goes in favour of David Hasselhoff. Lead has already been given, but a power jam to the Gents in pink and white.
So does he still retain his 100% lead? Because he
does.
did get it.
We don't take it off him.
Well,
it's like a point.
I don't know. I'm not happy about
it's
that.
like a present. Once you give it, you can't take it away. It's
sometimes
just mean.
Sometimes you want to give presents back though.
Yeah, but if he gives
just
it back,
recycle
it's different.
them.
It's so different.
Or recycle that bath set from your nan. You didn't want it anyway. Put it in a raffle.
So it's the first power jam that Gents in pink and white have had this period. And they have had 4 in total.
Wonderful. Do carry on, Holly.
All right, Velociraptor and Peter Parker just trying to retain David Hasselhoff, and now Lieutenant Dam parks him on the ground whilst NWO catch him back up. Some very good play there.
Oh, that was nice. Always going to want to do that in America, isn't he? Up against them big American teams. Do we know who else is playing in America?
We know certainly of the majority of the teams who will be playing in America. But these are the last 2 spaces available for the tournament this weekend. Obviously not this game, this is an exhibition game, but within tournament play we have 2 final spaces available. We will give you a rundown of all of the teams taking part later on today.
Exciting stuff. So this game now, as we are still here, we are going into the final 10 minutes of this period. Timeout being called by
New World Order.
By New World Order, who are currently standing at 460 points to the Gents in pink and white with 49 points.
A good run back there, and that's where the penalty was issued to Lieutenant Dam. Whilst we have got New World Order on a break, let me tell you a little bit more about Manchester Roller Derby, who are the hosting league from which New World Order are based. We'd like to thank them for organising MEQ 2018. If you head over to manchesterrollerderby.com, you'll be able to see the online programme for this event, which has got details of all the teams taking part, including this exhibition game, the juniors exhibition game, which takes place tomorrow, as well as the list of all the officials and volunteers, including ourselves.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So Dirty Parry up for jamming for the Gents in pink and white, up against Fish for NWO. Both on the same side of the slick, not just quick.
So Dirty Parry number 7. Gents in pink have scored 7 points this period, and they've scored no points for the last 7 jams. So can the 777 make it different? Let's have a look. Not lead.
No, lead has gone to Fish thanks to some wonderful defense there from Al and from Gazuka. But Dirty Parry almost saw a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, but it was in vain. But he does it again, and straight up that inside and straight into the back of Fish. Fish coming out for a cuddle. And now everybody's laughing. I don't really know why. A nice bit of jammer on. Oh!
Wow.
Look at Fish's little face. He's so chuffed. I bet they've practiced this 100 times.
Fish wants to be a blocker. Oh, stumbled down. Both jammers taken out on this corner number 4.
Alien Al's reliving his dream back into his jamming glory thanks to that fantastic star pass he took from Fish for no real reason other than he can. And we enjoyed watching it, and we all made a girly noise.
It's the first star pass that New World Order have undertaken. Alien Al, who is not a jammer for the current New World Order team.
If you'd like to know why, check out his Facebook. It's full of facts.
He is now on a power jam. Oh no, it's not. I do apologise. No, it's Fish going to the penalty box.
I know they've swapped roles. Come on, Holly, keep up. So we've got Alien now back to his glory days of being the jammer, pushing everyone out of the way. Get out of my way, peasants. I am the jammer. I am sending much love to Alien now. We are joking because this is a fun exhibition game.
You might be joking. Oh, Ooh. Apex leap.
Because you can.
Because he can, and he did, and it was effective and useful.
We've got 10 seconds left of this jam. Al, what are you going to do? You've got 10 more glory seconds left. Dun, dun,
a few
dun.
spins, I reckon. Let's see if we can. No, he's taken down to the ground by Slade, and he's just gonna lie there.
Ooh. Fall small, Al. And now everybody's piling on. Well, Fish and Al are having some weird boy bonding time. If this is your first view of roller derby, as much as this has been a very skilled game, it does get better, and not usually as full of lols. But it is wonderful to see teams so high leveled with so much going on in their schedule of. And there he goes down. But I would like to just give credit to New World Order for coming along today, having fun with this exhibition game, giving some love to the crowd, helping to raise some money, not just for them, but also for Manchester Mind. Lovely, lovely roller derby.
Lord Jack Skatington tried to get back on track, but realised he was still being recycled backwards. And I'm not kidding you, just backwards toe-stop ran for 20 feet.
I know, it's so impressive.
What? How do you even do that? Taking a good few knockouts by Omar Gerd. And in the meantime, lead has gone to Rufio of New World Order.
Lord Jack Skellington, what team are they from? Skatington, what team are they from? Teesside.
Can you tell by the wonderful green block letters on the back of his shirt?
I can't see anything.
Logan. Star pass to Minx.
Nice. And the crowd are going bananas for this star pass.
Because they are NWO being told to run it.
Oh, I thought everyone was just raving, but no. King Crazy says, come on, let's just run this jam down, which means the gents in pink and white, led by Minx right now, might get some more points on that board. 6 minutes left to go in the period.
So Minx knocked out by Shrooms, recycled back, having a bit of a chat with him as she gets back on track. As we said, these two do train together. Oh, big shoulder in onto Minx by Shrooms.
Rufio there, no pass, no penalty because McLeod went out. 30 seconds left of this period. Rufio is lead jammer, and Rufio is bringing NWO into the quad century. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, Holly.
Quint.
It's a quint. What happens if we get to 600?
It's a sixth. I don't know.
You do.
Minx is taking quite a few recycles back.
10 seconds to go in this jam. Will Rufio be able to grab some more points? A little bit of confusion there as Bosch was like, I've made you a channel of my piece.
Minx picking up 2 points to cheers from her bench and the audience.
Yeah, everyone's really chuffed with that. And what is happening at the front? Are we having a knee start? Is this like 2000 and whatever?
Why not?
Why have I gone all American? Right, there is 5 minutes left to go in this game. We've had an apex jump for no reason. We've had a star pass for no reason. We've had a knee start for no reason. Holly, Brom, what else could happen in this game for no reason?
So, well, let's have a look at what might happen in the last jam.
Oh, lovely.
So Ferris Jeweler racing up that inside line. What I found hilarious, Sherry, hilarious was that knee start was undertaken by everyone with the exception of the newest NWO member.
I have no idea
what a knee start was. Foxzilla racing now around the outside line as Ferris Jeweler has been caught up against the back of Velociraptor.
That's got to be my derby age. I don't know what a knee start is. Like, what are these old people all doing? 3 periods?
Hey. Less of the old, more of the veteran.
Hey, I've been here for 1,000 years. I'm like the dinosaur.
So we are now clocking down. We've got just over a minute left in this jam. 4 minutes and change in this period as Foxzilla races around the outside of Richie Rampage. New World Order setting up a triangle at the front.
Points for everyone in this game as we come into the just under 4 seconds now. Gents in pink 59, New World Order 516.
Wolf comes in for some offensive play, but Foxzilla is already knocked out. And now comes back on as Ferris Jeweler is recycled behind Donjon Giovanni. And
Lovely hit there from Richie Rampage, recycling the jammer Fogzilla to the back of the pack. As we've got 30 seconds left to go in this jam, but Ferris Jula is the lead jammer, so could call this baby off if he wanted to.
Why would you want to?
Just keep
Having
on
so much
trucking.
fun.
I know, right? This has been a really fun game. I'm really glad that I'm here to bring it to you today in lovely Halifax.
Halifaxual facts. Oh, cutting issue to Ferris Jule. He pleads innocence, but it is the power jam in favour now of New World Order's Fogzilla.
But we've only got 6 seconds left, so he's going to have to hurry this up if he wants to grab those points.
There they go.
Dramatic
on the board.
Ending.
Still not quite a Sully.
Oh, it's not a Sully though, is it, babe? 3 minutes left to go in this game. NWO 528. Gents in pink and white 62 points. We've seen it all in this game. I don't think there's anything else left to see, really, unless like maybe all the refs joined in or something.
Which I wouldn't put it past at this point.
No.
Do remember, you are tuned into the Men's European Qualifiers 2018, but this is an exhibition game. This is not part of tournament play.
This is just for exhibitionists.
This is a fun game, allowing us the schedule break and also showcasing one of the host league's teams, New World Order.
Omar doing what Omar does best, clearing a pack for the Fishman to come straight through. I'm surprised they didn't do a star pass, but they didn't need to. Fish is 3 for lead, 1 minute 40 left of this jam.
It's Omar, not Al.
What did I say?
A star pass, I don't think Omar feels the need.
Oh, so, well, I don't know who you are anymore. You've all become one to me.
The one that is New World Order.
Yeah, none of you are Sully.
They do work very well. They do become a single entity because they've been working so well in their teamwork and their play. Oh, Fish just not quite able to stay on track on the inside. Comes back on, manages to clip wildcard as he does so, and that's an automatic goat for New World Order, but the pack splits and reforms.
Everyone at the front of the pack's just having a little chill for no particular reason. 1 minute left to go in the period, and as I say that, the jam is called off. So we've got a timeout being called by NWO. 5 points to 0 picked up in that jam. 5:33 playing 62. 1 minute 35 left to go in this game.
This game's so exciting that Scrimley has indeed taken his hair down.
Oh, and there is a topless man, ladies and gentlemen.
This is going to be the final jam, and for those of you who have been following New World Order's fundraising, it reached the £300 marker. So along with jamming in a bear suit, he's jamming against his favourite New World Order jammer, Lieutenant Dam, who will be looking to potentially play minus his shirt.
I can't believe what I am seeing. Roller Polar Bear, one of my favourite and best announcers ever. Sorry, but he really is.
My wife.
He is putting himself on the line, literally, to help raise money for NWO. So you wanted an exhibition game, Holly. You are getting an exhibition game, Holly.
Oh my goodness.
I am going to stand up to watch this. I'm sorry.
The entire, not just the skaters, but every single person.
Oh, we've got King Crazy up on the jam line. I'm just going to stand up to watch this. Al's waving at everyone. I don't even know who half these people are. Everyone's just on the track. If this is your first taste of roller derby, Roller Polar Bear is now having a kit check like the old days. We have got our official has put his blue gloves on to do this kit check. Wow. My derby age, ladies and gentlemen, kit checks are back with us. Oh my God, I've got to get a lot closer to watch this. This is amazing. Even Little Bear's getting a kit check. That's it, check Little Bear is okay for play. I'm not sure how serious, well this won't be serious, will it, Holly? I think you and I might start to lose our minds, but this is certainly what makes roller derby so fantastic. Everyone has come together to watch this game. I'm just going to quick look over to my house announcers. They're having a great time as well. This is ridiculous.
Once again, a massive thank you to everybody who has put in money to assist New World Order travelling over to the championship, the MRDA championships, which take place 12th to the 14th of October in Salem, Oregon, which is
right. Most of you get off the track.
Hosted by Bridgetown Roller Derby. So now we are going into the final jam.
We have got a bear and a bear man, but which one's which? Will Lieutenant Dan keep his 100% record?
Oh no.
Because he's took his top off. What does it mean? Come on, Bear. Come on.
The Gents in pink have forfeited the ability to have a pivot in this jam, which means that no star pass is available for Roller Polar Bear.
Oh, Lieutenant Dan absolutely making mincemeat of everyone on the track, even his beautiful wife at the front there. Roller Polar Bear coming up against his favourite player in the whole world, Alien now. Oh, let him through, you evil lot. Come on, Bear, you're so close. You are so close.
Whole audience is behind the one-time announcer, now Jammer, up against Shrimps, taken down heavily. Oh, he's taking his time, getting back onto his feet.
Come on, Bear. Everyone is cheering for Bear to get back up again. We have got just over 1 minute left in this game. Lieutenant Dan is just doing laps. Now, come on, Bear, we're all rooting for you. I am a little bit concerned that he's actually hurt.
I think he'll do just fine.
And a quick shout out to Antic as well, to Carl, who gave Bear probably some of the finest skates you could wear right now to do this game. Come on, Bear, we're all behind you. Little bit of Jammer, oh Jammer action there with Lieutenant Dan.
And we got a star pass to Omar Gerd. Oh, Bear's so close, nearly makes it out.
30 seconds left on the clock. Will Bear be able to pick up that 1 point needed for the Gents in pink?
Do remember, this is all raising money for New World Order.
Come on, Bear, you can do it. Get out the way, Al. Now it's Shrooms. Gazooka's back. Al's in attendance. Oh, got hit by his Lieutenant Dan there.
Final seconds now in this jam. Oh my God, just side surfing around the inside line as Bear's knocked out by Alien Al.
Oh, and that's the whistle. Massive round of applause there for NWO, for the Gents in pink, and of course to Roller Polar Bear for giving up his dignity.
I think that's the longest 2 minutes of his life ever.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already feel the roller derby love here today in Halifax, you must be feeling it right now, because that was fantastic. As Holly said so many times, this is an exhibition game. It was just for some fun, because roller derby kids can still be fun. But just to give you an update on the score, unofficially, it is 572 to New World Order, and it is 62 to the Gents in pink. And Lieutenant Dan did beat Sully there, 39 points in that jam. But it doesn't matter, because this is an exhibition game.
Yes, as we said, exhibition game. If you do wish to still contribute towards New World Order, do jump on their ticket site, nwomeqraffle.ficket.com. A huge thank you to everybody for that exhibition game. It was a break in play, and we are going to head back into gameplay for the next game. So the next game is a tournament play
Serious faces
game.
again.
Serious faces, and it's going to see Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder face up against Nottingham Roller Derby. So once we've wrapped up from this game, we will head into that one. It's going to start at approximately 5 o'clock tonight. But thank you all for tuning in to this exhibition game. Do stay tuned to the live stream here, brought to you by Derby Duck Productions.
And we are having hand slaps for the first time today.
Like 2015 all over again.
I was told that we don't do hand slaps in MRTA, but yet here we are. And I think it's because the Gents in pink really did put on a fantastic show for us here. They really did do a great, fantastic job. I've just repeated myself for no real reason, but great to see them. Always great to see some fun exhibition games. And I've said it once and I will say it again. Absolute credit to Roller Polar Bear. Wonderful announcer, wonderful advocate of roller derby, coming out and raising some money for NWO to help them get to Salem.
And a big thank you to everybody who has helped this game to take part. We have had a slight change in the officials to allow the officials to have a break as well. So we had new officials for this game. Stay tuned. We'll bring you all the action from the tournament games remaining today. I'm Holly.
I've been Very Cherry. Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you, Bron, for producing us so wonderfully. We will be back with you in about 20 minutes.